Hey, good morning, you all. It is a beautiful day outside. A little brisk, but it is not bad, and you can see the sun shining. That's why I'm sitting outside today. Hey, wanted to talk a little bit about, talked about this emphasis on becoming disciples this year, and I just wanted to share a little bit about that idea today, about being a real disciple. Jim Putnam, in his book, Real Discipleship, churches that build real disciples, he's talking about there are really 3 steps in being a true disciple. And the first step is recognizing who Jesus is, that he is the Son of God, that he was God in the flesh, that he is King of Kings and Lord of Lords, and he's the Lord of your life. That's the first part of being a true disciple, is acknowledging who Jesus is. Jesus' invitation to become a disciple says, follow me. And so that means we jump in lockstep right behind Jesus. He is first, we follow in behind. Where he goes, we go. Where he went, we went. What he did, we do. And so that's an important part of being a discipleship. That's the head part of it, the head knowledge, and acknowledging who Jesus is. The most important part is this next part. He says, come follow me and I will make you. He's talking about a change in our life, a change in our heart. He says, you were fishers of fish. Now I will make you fishers of men. There's a heart change that goes on. And in that heart change, then we want to make sure that we care about what Jesus cared about. And how do we find that out? How do we know? Well, there's this book called the Bible. And as we dig into this Bible, then we begin to find out what Jesus cared about, what was important to him. Les, in his Monday morning email, had a story about the field worker that found the treasure hidden out in the field, and he valued that treasure so much that he did everything he could to possess the land, buy the land so that it would be his. We have that kind of treasure in the Bible. If we will dig into the Bible and read it and find out who Jesus was, the field hand did find that treasure by scratching the surface of the dirt. He had to dig into the dirt to find it. Now we have to do the same thing with Scripture. Dig into Scripture, and we begin to find out what mattered to Jesus most, and it'll come down to people. Jesus said in Mark chapter 10, verse 45, that he came to serve and not be served, and to give his life as a ransom for many. And he's not talking about many earthly treasures. He's talking about many people. And I think as part of our discipleship, then we acknowledge who Jesus is, then let him change our hearts so that we care about the things that he cared about, and that is people. Third part was be on task. I will make you fishers of men. That's the mission that he has called us to. Follow me, I'll make you, and I'll make you into fishers of men. When we become a disciple, then that means that all of our resources, our talents, as I told you yesterday, your resources, what might be your financial resources, your home, anything that you have is used for kingdom work. Sherry and I did build a new home last year here in Andover. And when we built this home, we dedicated this home to that very mission of making disciples. When we designed it, we knew that it might cost us some money to eliminate some of the bedrooms downstairs, because we wanted a wide open space where we could invite people into our home and make disciples. Every Sunday night, we have a group of 5 other couples and us that meet. We've added a couple, couples as we've gone. And we meet and we discuss Bible. We're studying the book of Romans right now, but it's a big open space where we can all be together comfortably, so they're not crowded and sitting on top of each other. But it's a place where that basement is also a place on Tuesday night where I do a live video chat with some men from around the area, Council Grove, Augusta, Andover, even Nebraska, in which we read books and then we discuss them and how they apply to our life and follow Scripture to become better fathers, better husbands, better men, better businessmen, better teachers, whatever it might be. Then we do that. And so that's part of who we dedicated. If you look out behind me right now, you can see I'm sitting outside, and over my shoulder there are probably 4 or 5 new homes going up in our neighborhood. We've already invited the people that were living in our cul-de-sac already over to our house to get to know them, find out if they go to church and what their beliefs are. And we even invited a new couple from another cul-de-sac. He is from Brazil, she's from Paraguay, into our small group. And that's what we decided to do when we built this house. This house would be a place where people can come to know that they are loved by Jesus and that he cares for them. We see this behind us as one big mission field, and we're excited. 2 houses just in our cul-de-sac across the street have now been sold. We cannot wait to find out who our new neighbors are so that we can invite them over and get to know them. Sherry and I are at a place in our life where we have lived far more life than what we have left. And we want to make sure that we're using what life and resources we have on this earth to be part of the mission that Jesus has called to. Follow me. We love doing that. I will make you. He has turned us into people who love to make disciples and then make fishers of men. We take that mission seriously and trying to help people come to know who Jesus is. And I pray that as you go through your time, you will too. The most important thing that we can do is invest in people rather than things. Now, we invested in a thing, but it's not our thing. It's the Lord's house. And we want to make sure that we use it just for that. You can see, for example, right over here on my shoulder is a fire pit. We cannot wait for spring weather to get here so that people across the pond behind me will see our campfire at night. And maybe as they're out walking around, they'll want to know, hey, what are you guys doing? Come on over, have some s'mores. Let's talk about Jesus, and let's see where you're at in your faith walk. Disciples making disciples. I pray that that's how you see yourself, as a disciple making more disciples. Because you know what? That's what Christ has called us to. Hey, have a great week. Hopefully we'll see you at Meridian Avenue Baptist Church next Sunday.